why would a non-federal entity be most interested in a Section 203? So the short answer is because they haven't been able to find a solution through the normal pathways of working with the Army Corps of Engineers. So that's the short answer. I mentioned previously that as a commander of the Galveston District, on more than one occasion, I told a port, in this case, you should try and do that underneath a Section 203, because under a Section 203, you're communicating directly with the political appointee, the policymaker, the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Civil Works, if you will, and you don't necessarily have to navigate through all of the levels of the Corps of Engineers, which has a district level, a division level, then a headquarters level. You can talk to the policymaker right away, get them to be on the same page with you, and not have to navigate through the Corps to have that conversation with the policymaker. And that can usually open up the window of opportunities and what can be done.
And I'd come behind Tim and add, if I was talking to somebody and say, why would you do the 203? You have an opportunity to be faster than the Corps. You have an opportunity to streamline your permitting. I've seen studies where they wanted federal authority in their project, but it wasn't the major part of their project. To Tim's point, they may want some more local control of how things are moving forward, objectives are defined. And lastly, it's not competitive. That appropriation cycle for the federal government goes to the side. You're just going to file a letter of intent directly with the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Civil Works. You're not waiting for federal appropriations to do the feasibility phase.
I think that's probably the most important point, more often than not, is we have non-federal sponsors that have waited for years, decades even, for Congress to give the Corps the authority to study their problem. Well, under a 203, you don't have to wait. That authority is already there.